Welcome to the Slowpoke
Alright.
World, guys, where we've got a Slowpoke tale to tell, and today we've got extra special guest. I was going through Limitless TCG, okay, looking to get the next podcast segments, and then I saw Zoroark Greninja tag team, and I was like, and it got fourth at the Singapore special event, and I thought, hold on a sec, I need to know more about this. So I quickly reached out to my friend Shaun on Facebook, and he's happy to come on and give us the rundown on exactly how he did. So how are you today, Shaun?
Okay, hi, good morning, man. I'm doing alright, not too bad myself. What about you?
I'm really good. I'm really excited. There's be a big old Pokemon field there. I'm excited to hear more about this deck because I always feel Zoroark Greninja sort of people have sort of rid it off, as it were. They say, oh, it's not too good, it's too slow. And then when I saw that there with that big finish at the region, I thought, I have to hear more about this. So, Shaun, talk to me, my friend. What made you play Zoroark Greninja for this special event?
For this, I chose to go with the deck because my friend let me try the deck on Wednesday itself on the same week as the special event. Then I was like, the deck's actually pretty not bad. So I would try to bring it to the special event since I was like, okay, when I'm free this Saturday, why not just try to win a box? So I went down with a Zoroark Greninja with his list, of course.
Yep.
Like not putting it aside. So I only made just one change.
Okay.
From his list. One energy for the new Unbroken Bonds Mew.
Yep.
For the pick-a-roll matchups.
Right.
So what made me go with this deck is that the damage output is really good late game.
Yes.
It's just that we have to set up early game and that's it. So that's the only difficult thing I find within the deck. So other than that, the deck's pretty good on its own.
Okay, because I mean, on looking at the card on face value, it is strong. 30 plus 30 for each energy. That is a good, strong attack in its own right. So it's just getting to those big numbers, as it were. So apart from the Mew, the energy from Mew, were there any other changes you made in the run-up to the special event?
If I'll be honest, I didn't actually test the deck out before the event. So I went in slightly blind, only played one game with the deck. So any changes pre-matchup? No, not really, because I really like the deck as it was.
Okay, no, that's great. So, so I imagine since you didn't do much testing on paper then, or in theory, were there any matchups you thought would be particularly hard?
Before the event, not really, but after that, I saw a lot of Z Beasts, and there's only 3 or 4 Rashizards that day, so I wasn't too afraid. And I managed to dodge almost all of the Z Beasts except for one, which is, if I'm not wrong, in my 5th round. My 5th round. So that actually nearly crumpled all my hope to get in the top 8 until I played my 6th round. Yep. So on that day, I was considered pretty lucky.
Okay, so would you consider Zap Beast to be quite hard after playing it for the event now? Would you think it's a hard matchup, or?
It's a really, really difficult matchup.
Oh,
and,
really? Okay.
And I'm seeing within, like, it's not going to rotate anytime soon, so it'll be a difficult 2 years. Yeah.
What about Zapdos makes it hard? Is it just the fact that it can, like, 2-shot and it's a non-GX, or because it kills the Naganadels? What about Zapdos makes it a hard matchup?
The bus walls within the deck is
okay.
a really, really big threat. Yeah. So even though I can try to claw back with Mew to try to skip the 4 price, you'll still end up getting the better price trade within the late game.
Yeah, because I guess
so. That's the. Yep, go on.
I was gonna say because I guess even if they're not on 4 prizes, they can just go like choice band sledgehammer for like 120. And that's still quite good, right? And if they get the beat energy on, that's even worse, right?
Yeah, and most leagues play what I've heard from plays at least 2 raid challenges, so they will almost guaranteed beast energy.
Oh, Jesus!
And most of them also play shrine, so you will hit for weakness and shrine for 250. So you'll really swing the matchup around really hard.
Jesus.
It will be really difficult.
Yeah. Okay, so Zap Beast is a no-no. You mentioned that there wasn't a lot of Reshizard. Would you imagine that'd be quite hard as well?
I haven't actually faced one yet.
So, okay, right.
But on paper right now, I think the deck's okay without, like, against Rashizard, because we can play around their attacks.
Yep.
So even 230, and I run Choice Helmet in my list.
Yes.
So it won't be too difficult playing against Rashizard. So they will to knock out they need Kukui and Choice Band.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a full knockout on my Zoroark GX.
Yeah.
I mean my Zoroark Greninja GX. Yeah.
Okay, so and then is there any matchups you thought, oh, these are quite easy going through the day? Like, did you play against something for, oh, that was an easy game, that one?
My easiest game, it'll be funny and contradictory, but it'll be Greninja. No, sorry, Zoroark version. Because
Okay.
unexpectedly the deck runs really well against it. So it was a really big surprise that I actually am able to play around
Yeah.
Persian Zoroark because they can't actually threaten you in terms of prizes because they have to 2-hit every turn.
Yes.
And I also run one Acerola just for the bouncing it back up.
Yeah.
And how I get the energies on Greninja Zoro so consistently is because I run 3 energy switches.
Yes.
So that regardless would try to draw one like when I need it. But the only problem I face with this deck so far is when I need to get out the energy switches and
Okay, yeah.
if I don't get my Incineroar up. Yeah, because Incineroar is actually a very important matchup, especially in my 6th game. I played against Gardevoir.
Okay.
Gardevoir GX, not the tag team. So
okay,
it was
yeah.
a really, really difficult matchup in that game. So how I just turn it back is just I think it's pure luck because on the last game he priced 2 markets and 1 Ditto.
Okay.
So it was really unlucky for him. And I felt really bad after that because I actually denied him for points for his Worlds. So I think he has to go for another event at least to get into Worlds now. Yeah, but I feel really bad still.
Nah, don't worry about that.
Yeah.
You got the win, bro. You can't control their prizes. So coming out of the event then, so now looking back at the event, are there anything that you change from the list?
I would take out one of the Darkness Energy and maybe play a Beast Energy so that I can at least trade one Zapdos in before anything can go out because there's a struggle between the price trades early game against Zapbeast.
Yes.
So that will be the only change I make. Because the deck's actually quite consistent on its own.
Okay. So just to confirm, then the Beast Energy is so you can attack the Zapdos with the Naganadel, right? To KO the Zapdos.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. Okay.
Yep.
And you mentioned you were struggling to find energy switches at some point. Would maybe like a Bill's analysis or something like that? Could that potentially creep in? Do you reckon?
Not really because I would rather get card draws.
Okay.
And get maybe a different option because I'm really struggling to draw into my into the what was I talking about?
Energy switch.
Energy switches. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd rather just get card draws.
Okay.
Just in case I can get another option out.
Okay. Right. That's
because
fair.
I don't like to look within 2 turns. I like to look 3 turns ahead.
That's fair. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'd rather get a better hand rather than confirming something.
Okay, that's fair. So, another question I had about your list then. You only played the one Scar Charge Incineroar, and without any other ways of getting it out, so you always rely on the GX to sort of pick the Incineroar out. How consistent would you say you are at getting that Incineroar out? Because you have to get it in the discard first, and then have the extra energy to pick it out, right?
It's actually due to pure luck if I draw into it because I really find it difficult against decks which have higher energy output than me.
Yeah.
I mean higher damage output because against Gardevoir I needed to get the Incineroar out early so that I could price trade in time before he can actually pose a threat. So that was one of the big turns within the game because without it it'd be really difficult.
Yeah. Because it's really good.
So yep.
So you carry on. I was going to say what Incineroar does in case anyone doesn't know. That's all. But
it's just that I lost my top 4 game is due to not having enough energies into the deck because I had 4 energies priced and I needed 3 energies to be in the deck to knock out the Pikarom for the price trade. But it's just unfortunate that I didn't get it out.
Okay. So would you say the Incineroar getting it out early sort of hinges? It's sort of like the big point in the game? If you don't get out early enough, could you say it's sort of you can lose the game from that?
Not really, because I rely on Naganadel more
Naganadel
than
as well.
Incineroar. Yeah, because Naganadel is consistent and you
Yeah.
can bring it up with Mysterious Energy.
Yes.
So you can even drop Incineroar and Energy for the Naganadel out, and I also play Marshadow,
Yep.
Let Loose one,
Yes.
so that I can try to disrupt my opponent.
Disrupt
But
the opponent. Yeah.
for now, I think I would change the Marshadow because
Okay.
because I think taking out Prism Stadiums are more important now.
Yes.
Because I nearly lost the game towards Grambu because of the Wonders Labyrinth.
Yes, that's a good stadium. Yeah.
I didn't manage to bump out the stadium, but I managed to draw into another energy for Mew to knock out the Grambu.
Okay.
So without that, I wouldn't have done any better.
Okay, so on the back of that, then, would you change the Marshadow for the resetting whole Marshadow, the new one, or would you just put another stadium card in?
I'll just play the resetting Marshadow.
The new resetting Marshadow. Okay.
Yeah, because even manipulating the hand, right, won't actually help it too much.
Yeah.
In my opinion, yeah, because it's also like somewhat destroying the game because you're not playing to their full potential.
Yes.
So I would rather play a more fairer matchup. So
yeah,
I would rather the other cards.
Okay.
Like Marshadow, Beast Energy,
Mm-hmm.
maybe play more Viridian.
Yeah.
Or maybe even Lavender Town, just for the memes.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Because when I saw the list originally, I thought because most lists I've seen for this either play just the Incineroar and they'll play like the Little and Rare Candy combo, or they'll just go all in on the Naganadel, so like Ultra Space and all that stuff. But this is the only list I've seen where they actually play both, and maybe this might credit to you for your finish, obviously. But maybe this is the way, sort of a hybrid of the both and go down the middle. So I quite like that, yeah. This seems quite good. So run us through your matchups then throughout the day. Like, give us a tournament report, let us know sort of what happened.
Okay, my first matchup was against Gengar Mimikyu Tag Team.
Oh,
so that was
nice.
a fairly easy. Yeah, that's a fairly easy matchup for me. I felt really bad too, but he ended up facing 3 more normal Zoroark GXs.
Oh, really?
So it was also like fair play to him for going with such a rogue deck. Yeah, but it didn't end up the way he wanted it to go. So
so that was
fair play to him though.
Yeah,
my second matchup is against. Give me a moment. My second matchup was against Kenny. Blacephalon GX.
Okay.
Yeah. Didn't expect to meet it so early in the match, or even one Blacephalon GX, because people rather go for the 1 prize trade rather than 2 prizes.
Yes.
But I think he actually made a very good meta call, because there were a lot of Zoroarks that day. As in the normal Zoroark GX,
yes.
not the tag team, because it's consistent with Persian.
Yes.
And I feel that he actually did a very good meta call that day. Other than that, I'm not sure how far he made it to. Yeah, but props to him for playing such an old deck within a new meta.
Yeah, and how did that game go? Did you win? Did you beat him, or?
It was 2-0, because this deck, right, it rarely goes into the third game.
Yep.
Because my friend's list is really consistent.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll be laughing right now, because most of the games I started with, right, I started either with Tapu Lele-GX or Dedenne-GX.
Oh, very good.
That's and I only play and I only run one of each, which is it's a really clunky thing, but it actually works out, because it can tank Zapdos unless they have 2 or 3 electro powers to knock it out with a choice band. So other than that, it's a fair matchup because it's 50-50, but I got my things up before he did.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, okay. For my third matchup was against Shane, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was against Shane. This matchup I messed up quite a bit, because I won. I lost the first game.
Okay. Oh, what was Shane playing? Sorry.
Zoroark, Persian.
Okay, cool.
So it was to me, it was my first time playing against deck too, so I'm not sure how it will end up.
Okay.
But it was a favorable matchup for me, because I can tank 2 hits and I play Acerola, but I can still one-shot his his Zoroarks, and I took out his Melf's early game to help me stabilize and not die to his version.
Okay, yeah.
And okay, I lost the first game due to a donk.
Ah.
Okay, my second game. This is where all the hoo-ha starts. Within my subsequent turns, I drew for Lillie, and I drew an extra card.
Oh no.
So I also got really surprised that the penalty was a straight 2 prize penalty, but because it was my first time to this kind of events, I thought I'll get a caution.
Okay, right,
But
yeah.
I ended up getting a 2 prize penalty. But I still managed to claw back for the win that game.
Oh, well done.
Which I'm also really surprised. Yep. And then the third game, I also made the same mistake. Yeah. And that actually cost me the game.
Yeah.
Otherwise, because he was at 4 prizes and I was at 4-4.
Yeah.
And I took another knockout, so I was at 2. And I happened to drew Lillie. I drew an extra Lillie for that turn.
Yeah.
So he needed to take out just another GX. So basically he took out another GX and I lost the game from there.
Yeah.
So that was my third game. So it was really unfortunate. Otherwise I would have actually gotten the win. So I'll be 3-0-0. But I ended up going 2-1-0.
2, okay, yeah.
Then from my fourth matchup was against Grumbu, right? Oh no, it was against another Zoro Persian.
Okay.
And ended up being my friend. So he asked me if I was chasing the points for Worlds, but then I told him, no, not really. I'm just going there to win the box. And I told him that my previous game I lost because of punishment. Because I honestly deserved it. But it wouldn't have changed the game state then.
Okay.
But I ended up winning Gordon for my fourth game. And he didn't actually make it to top 8, which I felt really bad after that. Yeah, but the matches were actually my second game. I bricked a bit. I bricked for around 2 or 3 turns, but I still managed to claw back the win. So it says like how consistent this deck is.
Yeah.
Even if you break maybe 2 turns, unless it's an unfavorable matchup. If it's a more equal matchup, maybe you can even claw back the win. Because of how tanky Zoroark GX is, and GX attack is actually really consistent if you get Incineroar down. Okay, for my fifth matchup was against Z-Beast.
Okay.
That's my... Oh yeah, for my fifth matchup was against Grumbu.
Okay.
Oh, and that was hell. That was hell. Yeah. It was really difficult. I won the first game due to Donk, okay, which I got really lucky. Because he only had Oranguru, then after that Slugma and 2 Snubbles.
Yep.
And I took out his Slugma first so that he can smooth over.
Yep.
And I took out his Oranguru so he couldn't draw, and I took out his Grumbu after that.
Yeah.
Because I got a feeling he had Diantha early game.
Mm-hmm.
So I do not want to fall for his trap.
Yeah.
So I'll just go for the non-fairy Pokemon. And then for the second game, he just steamrolled me because the deck I didn't draw enough energies and he just hits 160 consistently.
Yeah.
And I lost. Maybe I find that I lost because during my rage challenge, I was trying to pull out a Field Blower and it was actually priced.
Oh.
So that I couldn't take out the bodybuilding dumbbell for the advantage.
Yeah.
So that actually affected me quite a bit. So for my third game, I caught him doing some shady stuff. He was looking down my deck while rippling, and that was my second time catching him within the same match.
So what was he doing? So he was looking at your deck, did you say?
He was rippling my deck, right? And he was
okay.
at an angle where the cards were facing him.
Oh.
And he looked down and he was shuffling, and I really wasn't happy.
Yeah.
I called for the judge. The judge didn't show up, and his opponent beside him, right, just told me, if you don't trust him, just cut your deck again. Then of course I was really unhappy at that matchup, because he really has a bad reputation in Singapore.
Oh, okay.
And I really didn't want to lose to cheaters.
Yeah.
So and then after that, I had Zoroark GX, my Zoroark Greninja GX as active.
Yeah.
And I had Black Market down. So he took 3 prizes, which he wasn't supposed to, and he saw his prizes too.
Yeah.
And he picked one and put it back.
Oh.
Then, while he was putting it back, right, I caught the judge down. because was really a game-changing
Yeah, no, it is.
punishment.
100%, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I called the judge down. He went to rectify everything. He got a 2 prize penalty,
Mm-hmm.
and that actually helped me win the game because I was at 4 prizes, and I took out one of his Grumble, so I'll be at 3 prizes. So he took the extra prize after that. So I was at 3 prizes,
Yep.
so that my Naganadel can hit for 160. And then again, I didn't have Field Blower, and his Grumble had his bodybuilding dumbbell. So I had to set up another Mew for dot damage, just in case he retreats it and bring out another Grumble. And that's the turn that he happens to draw his Wondrous Labyrinth also.
Mm-hmm.
So that I was thinking, damn. But I drew Lillie from Price the previous turn. So I still had hope.
Yep.
Because my Mew has 1 energy attached and ready to attack without the Labyrinth. So after the Labyrinth came out, I also top decked Let Loose Marshadow. But then I didn't use it, and I used Lillie instead. His expression changed because he thinks that I just top decked the Lillie. But I just drew the Lillie, drew into the energy. I won my 5th game.
There you go, yeah. Happy days.
Yeah, happy days, man. So yeah, my next matchup was against Z Beast. Oh, that was hell too. Yeah. For that, yeah, he just steamrolled me 2-0. I couldn't claw back because I forgot to look at my prizes because I'm an amateur. So he just knocked me out in 1 hit. He took the extra prizes. I couldn't claw back in time. Then yes, there's a 7th round. Yeah, but the pairings weren't really up. They deleted the pairings. It was against Gardevoir GX.
Yep.
And that game really wasn't easy. And props to Malik for playing that deck because that deck really had potential. He nearly won the 3rd game too because his market was priced. That's how he didn't get his draws in time.
Yeah.
I set up 2 Incineroars. He tried to pull out the Incineroars with his Guzma.
Yep.
But I could Scar Charge, retreat, and still return knockout.
Yeah.
That was the 3rd game. So it's really props to him for playing such a no deck within a new meta and reaching 4-2 at that point of time. So it really was a heroic effort for him. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fair play to him. Yeah, that's Gardevoir GX. I haven't seen that in a long time.
Yeah, it was a really tough matchup because of the resistance and everything.
Yeah.
And he plays at least 2 Field Blowers, I think.
Oh wow.
So that he can even Field Blow off the Choice Helmet, which would actually change the game too because I'll be taking 30 less damage and that's 1 extra energy.
Yeah.
That I think less about. Yeah. So yeah, it was a good matchup for him, but it's just that it boils down to luck, and he didn't really get luck that game because on the 3rd game, I was lucky enough to draw 2 Incineroars and 1 Ultra Ball, so I can discard the Incineroar straight away and get everything set up within turn 2.
Okay, well, so there we go. So that was your last round, right? Was there a top cut? Was there or?
Yes, there was a top cut, and that was the following day. So I get my matchup against Shane. So that was a rematch.
Yep.
And I took the game back. So I proceeded on to the top 4 game. Played against Picarom, and I was really unlucky that game because I had priced too many energies.
Yeah.
And I couldn't take the knockout. So, and the second game he played it more smarter. He just played Picarom, and he had 4 Electro Powers.
Ooh.
To knock out my Greninja tag team.
Wow.
Then after the game, he told me that his Lillie he drew into 3 Electro Powers, and he Celowished for the 4th one.
Wow.
Damn.
Jeez.
Wow. Yeah. So,
whew.
Yeah. So yeah, I couldn't claw back in time.
Yeah.
Because I was playing around his full blade, so that I don't want to commit too many energies.
Yeah.
And just still be taking 2 hits, but he pulled out his full blades for Electro Powers without Choice Helmet. So yeah, I couldn't claw back after that.
Yeah, no, that's pretty bad. That 4 Electro Power. Like, oof. Yeah, that's just one of them. It's like, well, this weren't meant to be my game, was it?
Yeah. So yeah, I just took the loss, and because I was actually at that tournament. One reason for the box. My second reason is to prove to players in Singapore that even though I play decks that are not meta and sometimes I get a really bad score, doesn't mean I'm actually a bad player.
Yeah, no, of course, definitely, bro. So yeah, well, you've told him now after this finish, haven't we?
Yeah,
Jeez.
man.
Well, yeah, well, and like that's how you know you've done well, because little old me from England saw, and I was like, yo, I need to speak to this guy.
Yeah, I was like pretty surprised that actually people actually wanna look for me. Because within Singapore I have my own group which
Okay.
I play with, and without them I wouldn't be making it this far.
Okay, well, that's it. Shout them out, bro. I think that's pretty much everything we wanted to talk about. So yeah, feel free to have any shout outs you'd like, and
Yeah,
just before we wrap up.
shout outs to Sanctuary Gaming at Somerset for Jordan's shop. Without him, I wouldn't get the inspiration to play this deck. Uh, I wouldn't have anywhere to test my decks, and I have nowhere to mess around with my concoctions. And also shout out to Team Sylph. It's Team SILV. So
Okay.
do check them out on Facebook. They are a growing community in Singapore. So like the more the merrier, you know. And we stream our weekly games on Wednesday and sometimes even Saturday, so that do drop by and check out our matchups.
Okay, I'm just gonna write that down. I'll put it in the link in the description. So that's SLIV. Did you say?
Yep. Team SILV.
Yep, I'm gonna put a link in the description there for you guys. I'll give that a little look as well.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you can do catch them every Wednesday, UK timing 12 p.m.
Yep.
It's usually when game one starts. Uh, so we'll be playing 3 rounds every week. Do drop by and watch out. Check out the matchups because we have a lot of rogue decks there.
Yep.
Rogue decks like Configurus,
Oi, yes, good lad.
Celasaur, which is my favorite deck and I'm still testing it out.
Okay,
So yeah, do drop by on every Wednesday, man. Yeah.
that sounds good. I actually don't start work till late on a Wednesday, so I might try and swing by for some of them. In all honesty, that sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah, our stream will be on Facebook.
Yeah.
Consistent every Wednesday. Yep.
There we go. All right, so everyone go check out Team Sylvie if you're free on Wednesday at 12. But thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it. That's just such
Oh no,
short
thank you.
notice
Thank
as
you for
well.
the interview, man.
And then yeah, we'll get Team Sylvie big over there, and you can share Slowpoke well over there. I mean, everyone's a winner.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Thank you, man.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
So thanks for that. I'll see you guys later next time. All right, I'm just
See you.
hit stop recording.